I just wanted to make a video about
Thank the Titans you are here. The storm perch has been breached,
the
and the
leveling
storm
changes
riders
they've just made,
corrupted.
or a day or so ago. Um, I think it's really rubbish, to be honest. I really don't understand the people that complain about leveling being too fast and too easy. Um, I played early access and it was loads of fun leveling up,
What
killing
is that
stuff.
orb?
Everything was really
It's
easy. The
radiating
dungeons were
dark
super
energy,
fast,
and it's affecting the storm
and
roots. While you go to the roosts, I will distract them
did the
here. We
campaign
can link up later.
and then some quests to get to level 80 on my main, and then I did two characters uh, just running through dungeons. Took about 3-4 hours each, which is really amazing. But I just don't understand for the life of me the people that go leveling's too easy. You know, leveling has been a joke since Lich King, maybe. I mean, probably personally for me, leveling's been a joke since Mists, like from personal experience, because it took me. I still think Lich King took a long time. But saying that in Lich King you could mass pull and AoE, you know, huge amounts of mobs down. And I just don't understand the mindset people are in. Like, if you want it to be slow and take ages, you can still just take your time and kill one mob at a time and do all the quests and, you know, farm and materials and do your professions in between and read all the books and do all the little chests and whatnot. But I was reading loads of the comments on Reddit today about people like complaining about saying how hollow it felt. But I just don't think Warcraft's that type of game anymore. I think I think with War Within, they've done such an amazing job. Like, just the early access was so much. I can't even put it into words, to be honest. Like, the most fun I've had in Warcraft for forever. It was just so chill, just going through the campaign. And the thing is, as well, by the time you got to 77, 78, the mobs were a bit more difficult to kill, and I couldn't, you know, I could still mass pull, but I needed cooldowns to be able to do it. So it wasn't like you know, it was only very, very early on that I was able to kill, you know, 2-shot, 3-shot mobs sort of thing. But I mean, like, you know, if you want a long, difficult leveling experience, go and play classic. I just don't understand. Like, you know, I don't understand. And then obviously Blizzard have nerfed it or buffed it, I should say. Blizzard have buffed the mobs. I just read this guy. They've buffed all the mobs, so it's a double kicker really because all the people that played early access got to level up fast, smash through the dungeons, and everything was just you just blitzed everything, which was great fun. I had loads of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. So you've got all the people playing early access with all of that bad scaling or whatever it was, I don't know, and then all the people that get to join after early access get a kick while they're down already from not having early access, and now it takes them longer to level as well. I mean, I've just been. I mean, the dungeons don't really feel that much. It's a little bit slower. It's slow. It's slow enough to notice. So the difference in between, because a couple of days ago you were just flying through this, doing loads of damage on 70 to 75 characters because the scaling was broken. But again, I just don't understand the mindset. I don't understand what people, you know. There's ways to achieve the result you want without making people. It's like when people complain about flying mounts, they go, "Oh, flying mounts ruin the game." Well, don't use them then. Pretty simple. you know. So they've made that change, and I really think it's not cool. They should have just left it, you know, and maybe done it later date, so people that didn't have early access could also enjoy some of the fun. Now they've just made another change, like an hour ago, because apparently people are joining dungeons and leaving after first bosses. So Blizzard said they're going to put more stringent punishments in for the people that leave dungeons early. So you're going to get 30-minute deserter buffs for leaving after the first boss, because normally if you kill one boss and leave, you don't get the debuff. Which again, I think it's such an overreaction from Blizzard, listening to like the 10 crybabies on the forums that moan about these sort of non-issues. And I just don't understand. I don't understand what Blizzard are thinking sometimes, because it's such a non-issue. Because all of this content will be dead. Will be completely dead in a whenever season 1 starts. When does it start? September 10th, I think it starts. We've got another week of this, so all of this content will be dead, and you know, all the leveling will be dead because everyone would have done it. And so if you do want to level an ult quickly or do those sort of things now, you won't be able to do as quickly.
Like that it feels darker and colder.
And then yeah, I mean, you know, leaving dungeons obviously is not cool, but it's such
to rescue.
a short period of the game.
If we want to keep going,
I just don't understand. I feel like it's a massive overreaction, like the same as when in Remix, when they rolled back everyone's cloaks, or lots of players' cloaks, because the people were farming the frogs and getting all of the threads. And I think like it kind of defeats the whole point of an MMO, because the whole point, or not the whole point, but one of the core elements of an MMO is that, of course, no-lifers that are online 24/7 are going to have an advantage over people that don't play as much. You know, and I think Blizzard have done a really good job in making the game more accessible to people that can't play as much. But it's like some people seem to, you know, just log on, and it's like, oh, you know, I play for an hour a week, and it's not fair that the guy that plays for 30 hours a week has more than me. And it's just, I just can't understand that mindset, because if you want to no-life the game and spend, you know, 17 hours a day farming frogs to make your cloak have a lot of threads, that's fine. You know, I think that's fine. That's part of an MMO. And that's always been the case with MMOs, when people that can grind a lot have, you know, an advantage over people that can't. And I do think, you know, I've really enjoyed what I've seen so far. War Within, though, absolutely, the zones are amazing, the music's crazy good. It's looking like it's going to be a good expansion. It feels more Warcraft than Dragonflight did and Shadowlands did. Hopefully the story, I mean the intro like quest was, I didn't look at any spoilers, it was so good. But I just yeah, I hope Blizzard don't continue this trend of listening to people that you know, it's like the people with the loudest voices aren't, you know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, you know that one. Like, the people with the loudest voices seem to be a very small minority, and you know, I think the leveling problem was probably a non-issue for most people. It's just like leaving the dungeons is a non-issue, and just like the threads in Mist Remix were also a non-issue. So I hope this don't continue to bend the knee to these people that I don't think really reflect a large portion of the player base. I think they reflect a very small version, a very small proportion of the player base.